recorder, and I guess I'm just wondering why I'm here.
I'm wondering if we need a trial. Here's what I think are the facts, and you tell me if I'm wrong. I think you have a kennel license. You have a number of dogs, none of which have licenses.
My kennel is licensed.
Right, I started out with that.
Right.
You have a kennel license.
Mm-hmm.
That's step
According
one.
to the statute, a kennel license and a multiple dog license are the same thing.
That's fine, that's something you can argue to the judge.
Okay.
You have, okay, a multiple dog license, whatever that, they change the name from one to the other.
Right.
You have a number of dogs, and none of them are licensed. And the issue is, I assume you are willing to pay at least the, $3 or whatever it says in the statute?
Well,
Per dog.
according to the town bylaws, though, a kennel license includes everything. It's already paid. The town bylaws say a kennel license is $40, and that's what I paid.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. So when we go to the conference with the judge, have a calendar with you, so we can set up a date. My guess is we're talking a couple of hours, and my guess is the judge will probably want some kind of written argument beforehand.
Okay.
And then when we have the trial, he'll listen to the facts, whatever they are, or the evidence, and then either then or in writing later, he'll give us a decision.
Okay.
And, well, do you have any questions? Okay.
I've always paid the kennel license fee every year.
Mhm.
Even though I was grandfathered in, I've still paid my kennel license fee.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
There's not been any allegation to me that you haven't paid for your kennel license,
Yeah.
or multiple dog license as it's called now.
Well, it's still in the town bylaws as a kennel license.
It's a distinction without a difference.
Okay.
Are there any other, I mean, as I understand your position, first of all, your position is that the kennel license, multiple dog license, whatever it is sufficient, and you don't need licenses for individual dogs.
Correct.
Is that correct? You also wish to challenge the fee for the individual dogs that's set up by the town, or are only going to take the position that the dogs don't need to be separately licensed?
They don't need to be separately licensed. A kennel license includes all the dogs.
Okay.
That's what the town municipal code says.
Okay.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, that
Wow.
one's Bella.
Hi.
She's the lover.
Yeah, I can tell.
Lots of them. Okay. Is there any information that I might have that you would like?
I guess just why the town feels I need to pay for duplicate licenses. I guess that would be the only thing that,
Yeah, and that's, they feel that there are two separate things. One is you have an establishment license, and the other is they have to be licensed for the dogs.
but that's not what their own bylaws, I have a copy of the bylaws, that's not what the bylaws say.
And that might be, but that's
Okay.
not what they think it says. So
Okay.
that's the dispute.
Okay, so that's what we need to talk to the judge about then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've sent in, I wanted the records and stuff, so I sent an open records request, and the town ignored me on all that, so I got the Attorney General involved in that, and they're just, I don't know what they're trying to do, but,
No, I didn't, I received a copy of the request, and I told the clerk to respond.
they sent some of the information, and then they wanted me to pay a $25 fee, so I sent back to the Attorney General that that's an outrageous fee, and they can only charge actual costs,
Right.
and now that's where we're going, so. Yeah,
I
but
didn't-
they ignore everything I send to them. They've ignored every letter I've sent. I've sent 12 or 14 letters. They ignore everything I sent.
Well,
So, I don't know.
yeah, I'll see.
I think they just want to pay you.
Yeah, I didn't know at all about that. I knew you'd made a request, and I told them that basically that every piece of paper that you've requested, you are to receive, but
They
that-
sent me about half of what I asked for.
but the town, I mean, no authority is required to accumulate or assemble information for you.
Right.
Just give you raw information.
Yep, that's all I wanted was
Yeah.
the raw information, but they just ignore everything I sent to them. And any letter that I've sent to them, I've never gotten a response back on any of it. They just ignore everything. I mean, it could have been settled a long time ago if they would just, correspond back and forth, but
Yeah.
they just ignore. So,
You're sending them to the clerk or
yeah, to the clerk at the town hall. Yep, but
Wow.
they just ignore everything. So I don't know what to do other than let the judge decide it.
what to pay them for?
Yeah, that's what they're paying you for.
I'm all for that.
Well, it's kind of a senseless ordeal. I mean, when you read the town, what's it called, the municipal code, it says in there a kennel license is $40. You read the definition of a kennel, that's what I paid, was the $40. And it doesn't say a kennel license you have to pay an individual dog license as well. It says dogs are included in a kennel license. So I don't know what they're arguing about. They have two different licenses. They have a commercial animal establishment license, which is $40, and they have a kennel license, which is $40. I paid the kennel license, which is $40. It's listed in where they have all the fees, and that's what I paid, was the kennel license for $40. So I don't know why they keep arguing the point. Last year I paid $50 for a kennel license.
If I get any more information from them between now and Monday, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was this open records issue.
Yeah, no, they have ignored everything. I've sent letters. I've stopped at Fred's house and tried to talk to him in person, and he sends his wife out to tell me that he isn't there. I don't get what they think why they're doing this and what they think they're doing. If they would come out and talk about it, we could settle it. If they read their own municipal code, it's right in there.
Yeah.
But they won't even talk to me. So I don't know what that's about.
Well, we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah. Well, they
in
showed
this
up,
process.
when they issued my tickets, they showed up with 3 guys, Russ Johnson, Fred Belay, and Jerry Fellens. They walked all over, took pictures of everything on my property. That's trespassing. They were there to issue tickets. They could have put them in the mail, or they could have,
Who's this felon? I don't know.
he is just, I think he just works for the town hall maybe or something.
Oh.
I'm not exactly sure how he fits into it.
Yeah, I've
But they
never-
come out and started taking pictures of everything, and I told them to, quit taking their pictures, and they told me, well, we're here to issue tickets, we're here as a police duty, we have the right to take pictures. And I asked them, I said, well, where's your warrant? Well, we don't need a warrant for this. So, I mean, it's not gonna be a cut and dry, easy end. It's gonna keep going,
Oh, it's gonna keep going until the judge says it's gotta be this way or it's gotta be that way,
yeah,
and then we all have to conform.
yeah.
Well, I'll see you then. What time was
Monday
it?
at 2:30, I believe it
2:30.
is.
Kinda rings the bell.
I know it's Judge Schumacher, I think it's Monday though.
2:30. And Judge Schumacher, his office is kind of right across the hall from the clerk of court's office.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So do we go to the office or the courtroom?
It's up to him. Usually, these things are held just in the office, because there's nothing on the record, there's no evidence, it's just a matter of setting the schedule and how long,
Oh, okay.
when various
So
things are supposed to
Monday, we
happen.
just go there with our calendars basically and set the schedule. We don't talk about any of this at all then. So I
No.
don't need to bring any additional paperwork or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
And then he'll tell us whether he wants us to file briefs in advance, or wants to hear the evidence first, or whatever. He'll just say what he wants.
Okay.
We'll write it down and hope we get it right.
Well, for my brief, it would just be the town bylaws, I guess.
Sure.
Do you want me to show you what I'm talking about?
Sure.
If I can get my suitcase out of there, huh? Oh, let's see, I gotta find the one that has the fees in it. No, it's kind of funny how it works, I guess, but that's their fee sheet.
Mm-hmm.
It says kennel license. And then up here is the establishment, commercial animal establishment. But I paid the kennel license. And I have a copy of my check that I even wrote. Kennel license.
I believe you paid it.
And then if you read in here what they define as a kennel license, right there is kennel.
Okay.
That's me.
I believe it.
So I don't know what we're arguing about. I don't get it. I just don't get where they're coming from.
Yeah, I think that they don't feel that includes the dogs. That the dogs are part of the definition, but that the license doesn't cover them. I think that's what the judge is going to have to decide.
But according to the statute, the kennel license and the multiple dog license are the same thing. And
I believe that's true. Because what happened, they amended the statute and they struck the word kennel and substituted multiple dog.
exactly. So the kennel license and the multiple dog license are the same
Yeah,
license.
I agree.
Yeah. So
I agree 100%.
I don't know why they're arguing the point.
Only because they think that does not include the dogs themselves.
The statute says what it says. So basically you're saying that if I don't agree to give the Humane Society $26 for every dog that comes in to be boarded and every dog that comes in to be rehomed, then we're going to court, right?
And that's why we have the judge. If there is any information that you think I have that you would like, just let me know.
I don't know.
I
What do you have other than the letters that were exchanged?
that and a copy of the code. And
So
as
you're
far as I know, that's
basically,
it.
yeah. So you have all the same information I have already, unless there's something you can think of that I wouldn't have.
I can't. Oh yeah, you can. And if we go to trial and you have stuff like that, bring 3 copies.
Okay.
So there's one for you, one for me, and one for the judge. And
Okay.
we're all talking about the same thing at the same time. That's. I mean, they can't make a non-lawyer do that. They make lawyers do that, but it's just easier.
Okay.
Then nobody's in the dark as to what someone else is reading a document. You know what it is. You know.
Right. So just bring 3 copies of every document, basically.
That, every document you want the judge to read.
So that means my book is going to be 3 times bigger.
Oh, the stuff about the statute and actually you don't have to bring copies of the statute because he's got that on his bench. He's got the books right there.
Okay.
But the ordinance stuff, which I will also have, but I think you want to be sure you're emphasizing certain parts.
Okay.
I mean, that's why you have it highlighted.
Right.
So, you know, I think you want to.
And that would work just fine the way I have it. Just
Sure.
highlight it and
Yep.
show that.
Yep. Well, very good. I'll see you then.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And I'm sorry they're giving you such a hard time.
Well, you know what it's all about? You want me to tell you a secret?
Sure.
In 2009, I offered to do the animal control for the town of Union because the Humane Society was charging them. They kept complaining about all the fees. And I said I would do it for $20 per call because I am a licensed humane officer. I can do that, but don't like me. So he raised a big issue with the town, and that's when all of this stuff started. So it's just one person that is kind of pushing his way through it all.
And that I didn't know.
Well, he has this big grudge against my family. I mean, that's the only thing
Yeah.
that makes sense of it. But at least you're getting paid for it. I wished I was.
Yeah.
This is just the first leg of it.
And
They went on public
you
television.
you want to put my grandchildren through college?
But the first leg is this one.
Well,
Prove I'm right and they're wrong.
we'll do step one and then see what happens.
Yep, I have all my stuff
I
done.
think you got all your stuff. You didn't leave any papers on.
Yeah, I had to park. Is there a closer parking when I come down a different time? Because I had to park way over a
You
couple of...
can park right in front.
Oh, I thought it was like private parking because it was pretty packed.
No, you just, right here you can park.
Oh, okay. I parked a block and a half over.
Now, yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
You know, they're changing the direction of
don't
the
have-
streets from one-way to two-way.
Yeah.
And they've got those barrels out there to try and get people accustomed to driving only on the one side.
And I thought it meant you couldn't park.
Yeah.
So that's, okay. So you can park right here.
Sure, but
Well,
next
that
time you come down,
So you
it's
didn't see-
two-way traffic, but I think there's gonna be parking on both sides.
Yeah, I didn't see signs or anything.
Well,
You're just a little dog.
they've got a bunch of signs that they've got black plastic on that they're gonna unveil on Thursday.
See, now there is a red car here, but when I come, there wasn't,
Ah.
so, yeah. So I wasn't sure if I could or couldn't, so I didn't. So you guys gotta stay. Are they both yours?
Yeah.
Mhm. Must be getting pretty old, they're pretty gray.
The black one was just 6, and the other one's 4.
Oh, this one's only 4?
Yeah.
Her face is already all gray. Wow.
Yeah, we had one a while ago. It was gray by 18 months.
That must be a Dane thing then.
Yeah.
Yeah, must be. Your face is really gray too.
Yeah, their eyelashes.
That must
and
be
eye-
something with the breed then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ones you see at the shows, they color all the gray hairs in, so you never see that, you know. Isn't that terrible?
People don't sometimes show animals.
I've shown all my life, so. I show them all over the US yet, and I've shown a bunch of my own, and
You know, it's one of those things, everybody's gotta have a hobby. That's one that I can't understand.
yeah.
Well,
Well, it's
see you
nice to
Monday.
finally meet you.
Thank you.
Yep, see you later.